Thank you. Hi, I'm Pradeep. I'm CEO of Get Up for Change, and I hate corruption. Our mission in Get Up for Change is to reduce corruption in India and improve delivery of government services. Now, corruption is a big problem in India. As per Transparency International report, 62% of Indians were forced to pay bribe. I think the numbers might be much higher because every visit to government office leads us to the demand of bribe. This applies even to simple services like driving license or passport. I don't like it because it's denial of basic service, denial of basic right to citizens, and it's against democracy. In 2012, my co-founder Vinod's father retired, and he applied for retirement benefits. The government official said, I won't let it pass unless you give me 5% of the retirement amount. Now, Vinod's father had served the nation for 35 years, and this is not what he was expecting. He was like totally disappointed. But Vinod was furious. So we sat down to solve this problem. We came across Right to Information Act, which is similar to Freedom of Information Act over here. We call it RTI Act. Under this act, every government department has to respond to information requests from citizens. If they don't, they get penalized. So we used RTI to ask the following questions. Why is the amount not being given? Let us know the name of the officer responsible for this and the name of the senior to whom we can complain. In 10 days' time, we got a response saying, your amount is credited. So we solved it without paying bribe. Thank you. This worked because government officials are not comfortable giving their name in written that I am responsible for this problem. We threatened to expose them by using RTI as sunlight, and they say sunlight is the best disinfectant. So we were super excited that we can use this tool to solve problems faced by millions of Indians and reduce corruption, no need of paying bribe. But there was a problem. RTI is not easy. For two well-educated software engineers, it took weeks to get it right. We had to understand the act. Governance is a complicated mesh. It took us like some manual steps. And after doing all that, we have to get the questions right, otherwise they reject it. So we realized that if it's so difficult for us, for others would be much more puzzling. Yeah. So we sat down, so being from technological background, we sat down to simplify it. And now we have a solution. We have dramatically simplified it. On our website or mobile app, it just takes 10 minutes to apply in a process which is as simple as a Facebook post. Yeah. And for a fees of $3, our lawyers take up the case with the government. In last 1 year's time, we have received more than 24,000 requests related to different government services, mostly pending or delayed, or like cases where people were asked bribe. In some cases, people also used it to get access to different government documents. I'll just give you an example. So people used it to get the delayed passport, income tax return, no crime records of a person, health benefits, and many others. So some also used it to solve problems in their society. A typical way of using it was they used it to know how funds allocated for a particular government project were utilized, and then they found discrepancies, and using that, they exposed corruption at different levels. So this toll tax scam was a scam of around $30 million, which was exposed through our platform. But my favorite one is the next one. So Manjunath, a person living in a village close to Bangalore, used RTI to know status of a road, which was announced 2 years back, but it didn't exist. Our lawyers took up the case, and we used the power of questions and RTI to force the government to work on the road, and now the road is fixed. Similarly, street lights, irrigation, flood relief, and many other problems. We think this act is very powerful, and India is huge. Over next 2 years' time, we plan to serve more than 1 billion requests by 2017 and make India a better democracy. Thank you. Thank you. By simplifying RTI and making it accessible, we are using it as sunlight to promote transparency and reduce corruption in India. Thank you.